The Coldstream Guards, the very epitome of London royalty and Englishness. And yet the town of Coldstream is Scottish. Does that seem strange to you? I'm travelling for a week in a camper van on the Scotland-England border to bring you history and heritage. And today, I want to deal with a curious quirk of history that led to a London regiment having a Scottish name. So if you're interested in the people, places and events in Scottish history, then click the subscribe button at the bottom right of the screen. In the meantime, let me tell you a story. It's Sunday, and this morning I woke up in a camper van park on the edge of the village of Coldstream. The camper van was kindly lent to me by Perthshire Camper Hire, so if you're looking for cost-effective travel in your own wee house, then give them a bell. Coldstream sits right on the banks of the River Tweed. The Scottish-English border runs along the midpoint of that river, although the ducks and swans don't seem to realise it. I don't know which side of it you live on, but if there is a more border town than this, I don't know what it is. But the question somebody once asked me in the comment section was, why is it, if Coldstream's in Scotland, that the Coldstream Guards are an English regiment? If you've watched a royal parade, then you've probably seen the Coldstream Guards marching, trotting and generally surrounding the Queen with spit and polish. And of course, protection. The Queen's household guards are made up of horse guards, or the household cavalry, and foot guards. In the foot guards, you'll find units of Scots Guards, Welsh Guards and Irish Guards. How wonderfully united is our kingdom. But also the Grenadier Guards and the oldest continuously serving regiment in the now British Army, the Coldstream Guards. Their regimental headquarters are at Wellington Barracks in London. So how did this most English of regiments end up with a Scottish name? During the tumultuous period that we know as the War of the Three Kingdoms, starting and ending in Scotland incidentally, and the people over the other side of this bridge may call the English Civil War, one of Cromwell's key generals was General Monk. Cromwell gave him permission to form his own regiment in the new model army, and Monk's regiment of foot were formed on the 13th of August 1650 and immediately invaded Scotland. Monk and his regiment were a key part of Cromwell's conquest of Scotland. They were involved in the Battle of Dunbar, which was followed by some of the most horrific treatment of prisoners imaginable. They besieged Tantalion Castle, Blackness Castle, Stirling Castle, Dunotter Castle. In fact, I made a video about that siege. The point is that they besieged just about every tourist attraction in Scotland, and they stormed and massacred the town of Dundee. I made a video about that as well. And then they were garrisoned in various places during the Cromwellian occupation of Scotland. But when Cromwell died and the wind started blowing back in the direction of the Stuart monarchs, who was in position to negotiate Charles II's way back onto the throne but good old General Monk? On New Year's Day 1660, Monk's regiment of foot crossed the River Tweed here and marched to London to support the restoration of Charles II. Helping with Charles's restoration and putting down a Puritan rebellion meant that when Charles II disbanded the new model army that had done for his dad, Monk's regiment had to put down its weapons. But in a choreographed ceremony, immediately took them up again as the Lord General's Regiment of Foot Guards. Hurrah! This was in 1661, but in 1670 when Monk died, a new commander was needed. So under the Earl of Craven, the regiment was renamed after the place the regiment crossed the border on its way to London to support the restoration of the monarchy. And so they became the Coldstream Regiment of Foot Guards. And to this day, the Coldstream Guards are foot guards in the Queen's Household Regiment, and that is why one of the most English of British regiments has a Scottish name. If you'd like to hear more stories from the Scottish-English border, then there's a video coming up on screen now. In the meantime, Hammy and Dochus can be lamb alive. Cheery and Rasta.